Listen, man, I think you really got to rethink this whole video idea. Like, do you understand what you are doing if you decide to go through with this? Eating soy in every single meal for a day? Do you really want to jeopardize everything you have built up to this point? I mean, look at yourself. Are you really willing to jeopardize that?
You know what? Screw it. I need to make this video. It's good content. It's just one day full of soy. What's the worst that could happen, right? What the hell? Oh! What happened? What? No. Soy. Welcome, all my soy boys and soy girls. If you're new to my channel, my name is Cole Hastings. This channel is all about fitness and self-help, so consider subscribing. And today we got a special full day of eating. It has been a little bit since I've filmed a full day of eating, and I wanted to make something cool today, something that'll get the people going. So we are going to have soy with every single meal that we eat today, just to prove all the haters wrong, because so many people still have so many misconceptions about soy and what it actually does to your body. So throughout the video, while I'm eating my food, after I've prepared it, I'm actually going to share some fun facts and studies about soy that just proves that it's actually really good for you. So I say it's time for that first meal. All right, so here we go with meal number one. It's a pretty standard breakfast. I cannot wait to show you guys the second meal. You're gonna be like, oh my goodness. But this meal is going to have 100 grams of tofu. This is going to be my soy source for the meal. Then we're gonna have 2 slices of Ezekiel bread. If you guys don't know what this is, it's just sprouted bread. It's flourless and it tastes amazing. And not only that, but it's filled with so many nutrients because sprouted bread is the healthiest bread for you. Then we're gonna be microwaving this potato, and on the bread we are going to have 2 tablespoons, or I don't know how much I'm gonna have, probably more tablespoons of hummus than just 2. And then we're gonna have a cup of mixed vegetables. I got this big ass bag because I have been eating this type of mixed vegetables for so long now. I'm like, you know what, let's just cop the big bag. So let's do it. Oh wait, no, also this matters. I'm gonna be using half a tablespoon of olive oil too. So now let's do it. Here we go with the meal. This big old soy boy meal, you know what I'm saying? We definitely need a little bit of Frank's Red Hot to put on the tofu scramble, as well as the veggies, as well as, you know, on top of potato, because that's good too. Now I'm gonna show you guys the macros for this first meal. I don't think it's too big of a first meal on screen right now, and then that'll be our total so far, of course. So let's start off with the first myth that I hear a lot about soy and why it's bad for you, because it contains estrogen. No, it doesn't. It contains something called phytoestrogens. These are the estrogens in plant foods, and what they do is they mimic the compounds of actual mammalian estrogen, but they don't actually affect your estrogen levels in your body at all. Things that actually do affect your estrogen levels in your body are things that are packed with mammalian estrogen. So these are things like dairy milk. I think that even like chicken and beef is filled with hormones hormones sometimes, like they pump it into them. So yeah, there's really no evidence to support that phytoestrogens affect your actual estrogen levels, whereas these dairy products and, you know, some beef and chicken products actually do. And also another possible fact about phytoestrogens is that they actually bind to estrogen receptors and block estrogen from being produced more in your body. So whether this is good for women, I'm not sure. It's definitely pretty good for men because that way you don't have as much estrogen, but I'm not sure if that's entirely true. So now I'm gonna eat this and then we're going to get on to meal number 2, which is really my most, I'm so excited to show you guys this meal because I'm so excited to eat it, honestly. And you guys are gonna be like, oh my God, I need to try this. So stick around. Meal number 2 is coming up. All right, so now we're on to meal number 2, and this might just be my favorite meal of the day. I got a feeling that it's going to be, and you're about to see why. So here we go, guys. We are about to make some chocolatey, banana-y, berry-y pancakes, and this is going to be delicious. So the soy that we are using for this meal is soy milk. We are going to be having, I think, like half a cup around there of that. Then we are going to be having for the flour, we're going to use half a cup of this white whole wheat flour, and then we're also going to be using half a cup of oat flour. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blend up oats, which are in there in the blender, and it just makes it into oat flour really quickly. Then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of flax seeds, get some omega-3s in there. We're going to have this whole banana probably on top of it, as well as 2 tablespoons of peanut butter on top of it, and a tablespoon of maple syrup on top of it. And then the berries will probably have half a cup within the actual flour mixture. So let's do it. All right, let's get all of this out of the way first. Make way for the bowl we need to use. Okay, quickly, I need to make the oat flour. Basically, all I'm gonna do is put the half a cup of oats into the blender, blend it up until it's flour consistency, and yeah. And as you can probably tell, we got it. I have never made pancakes with a mixture of actual flour and oat flour, so we'll see how it goes. Also, if you're making this recipe, I do highly suggest that you use baking powder as well. I just have none in my apartment. So now we need the actual flour to hop in there. So messy. There we go. Now let's see how much soy milk I'm gonna need. I haven't made pancakes in a long time, so I don't, like, if I overdo the milk, then I'm never gonna be able to get it back. But if I put in too little milk, then I can. How much did I even put in here? I think I put in like just enough. And also we gotta add 2 tablespoons of flax seeds. And I always usually forget to mention something. And I said that we were making like something chocolatey. We're having a third of this chocolate bar, we're gonna put it in there. I'm just gonna break off little pieces. So I try to get a piece in every single bite I take of this thing. Sometimes it's hard to break it with my hands, so sometimes I just go like, and do that. Is that weird? Then lastly, we need to put the berries in the mix. Feel free to use any berries you want. I'm using mixed berries, obviously. I have no spray, so I don't know, like, do I use olive oil? I don't know. I really don't want it sticking. This might be a terrible idea. I'm gonna let that heat for a little. What is that little olive oil gonna do? Like, what am I thinking? All right, let's give this a try. First pancake, and then like one over here. I think I have enough for one more, one mini one. Look at that little guy. And now here comes the ultimate test. Will they cook? I mean, they'll cook, I just don't know how well they're gonna cook. You know, I wish it looked a little bit better. I could have done better on the performance, but I just know that this is gonna taste unreal. So let's get a first bite in. Hopefully we get some chocolate in there too. That is the stuff. The flax seeds make it a little grainy with the flour, but I wanted to keep this kind of healthy. And honestly, it is pretty healthy. The only thing not really healthy in here is the maple syrup, but it's like pure organic maple syrup. So this was a great idea, and I'm glad I could mix up the foods that I eat on these full day of eatings a little bit. So we're gonna see the macros on screen for this massive meal right now. And then we're gonna be adding that to the total, so I'm not sure where we're at, but I'm sure we're doing good and just trucking along throughout this day. And now I'm gonna give you another fact about soy. People think that soy is bad for your thyroid gland. And your thyroid plays a huge part in so many different functions in your body, like digestion, like your hormones. There was actually a study done that showed that soy and soy protein has no effect on your thyroid at all. And what even helps more with that is if you just take iodine. And iodine is something that really helps to benefit your thyroid gland. It's like necessary for you to actually be healthy. And this is something that a lot of vegans are lacking in. They don't even know it. So you can have iodized salt, or you can just take an iodine supplement, but you should definitely be taking that if you aren't already. So yeah, so far soy has done nothing but good for me. We're gonna get on to the next meal after this one, which I already have planned out. Gonna crush this. I hope you guys try this recipe. Let me know if you do. Then we'll see the next soy boy meal. All right, we're on to our third out of 4 meals that we're eating today as a massive freaking soy boy. And this is probably gonna be the easiest meal to make today. Let's check it out. And this is just gonna be some pasta. So for our soy, for this meal, we are having some edamame spaghetti. This is one of the healthiest ways that you can consume soy is edamame, and the macros on this are just crazy. 24 grams of protein per serving, 180 calories, and 13 grams of fiber. So you might want to only use a serving or less of this when you use it. We're having a serving of it, and then we're gonna mix in some regular pasta with it as well, just to add some more calories and some more protein. And then for our sauce, this is my classic thing that I like to do. If you guys don't know, I like to add in a serving of pasta sauce mixed with 2 tablespoons of tahini, and that just gives it a much more creamy sauciness to it. You guys will see, and it is time to make this meal. Okay, so this is definitely probably the smallest meal today, well, at least in terms of size, but I am excited to have a nice small meal. I've been a little full, and I have one more meal to down after this, so we're gonna see the macros on screen for this really simple meal that's high in protein right now, and then that is going to be added to the total. So we are moving right along. I think I'm gonna get to like 3,000 calories in this video, which is dope. And let's think about another thing I can tell you about being a soy boy and soy. So soy, what's so great about it anyway, besides the fact that it has high amounts of protein, which is great for athletes like me trying to build that vegan muscle. It also is packed with tons of minerals. You guys know how good like regular legumes are for you, like black beans, pinto beans, all of these are packed with nutrients. Well, check out the nutrients in soy. It has a little bit of B vitamins, but where it really shines is in the minerals. You know, so much iron, potassium, calcium, all these things that are really vital for our health. Selenium, zinc, stuff that's really good for bodybuilders. It's just packed with it. So like it's the best for athletes, it's the best for anybody because of how damn healthy it is. So let's eat this, let's get into the next meal, let's keep smashing the myths, because that's what we do on this channel, man. And if you haven't already, please like this video, give a like, it's right under the video, and that'll help push this out to more people as well. But without further ado, meal number 4 is here for you. Yo guys, so in between meals, I have a little bit of a snack, and I want to talk about this snack. So what I have here are some vegan chicken nuggets from Wegmans. This is processed soy. So let's talk a little bit about processed soy. These are made with soy protein isolate, and this has been shown, I think, or maybe been shown to increase your cancer risk. Now, if you eat a serving of this a day, like, don't worry about it. Don't stress over it. I know it sounds terrible because it's increasing your cancer risk, but if you're vegan and you're eating all these healthy foods, like, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. But the reason I'm actually eating these, I don't usually eat these, is because I need more protein in, and because it's a soy protein source. Why did I say it like that? So yeah, we're gonna show the macros for this on screen right now, just really quickly, and then we're gonna add that to the total, and then we will actually be getting into the final meal of the day, which is going to be a screamer. All right, let's do this last meal of the day. Let's get it over with. I'm not too hungry right now, but I want a last meal for this video and to hit my macros. So I mean, if you thought that last meal was simple, this meal is even simpler. We're gonna be using a cup of white rice or a cup and a half of white rice, I'm not sure. We're gonna eat the rest of this tofu by putting it in a pan. We're gonna cook it up, and we're gonna be using a cup of broccoli and 3 tablespoons of roasted red pepper hummus. That is it, so let's get to it. Man, I really don't want to eat this. It's been too much soy today. And I know I said I'm a soy boy, but you know, I'm just gonna explain it at the end of the video, you'll see. So let's just prepare the plate that we need to put into the microwave and set it to the side while the tofu is cooking. There we go. Let's give it a little pat. We'll say, hey, can you guys like be chill on my digestion? That usually encourages it to do so, right? You might be telling yourself,
oh boy, I can't wait to see what tofu recipe Cole's got for us today. This is gonna be awesome.
well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I got nothing good. It's 10 o'clock, I'm lazy, I want this meal done, and I am just going to do this. I'm gonna have it be these slices of tofu, and I'm just going to heat it up a little bit with literally just salt. And like I was telling you guys earlier, this is iodized salt. This is how I get my iodine in, iodine, whatever the hell, how you pronounce it, I don't know, but we're gonna be using it, and that's all we're using. Yes, I know this is gonna get a lot of bad comments, I don't care. Just let me eat the rest of this soy that I need to eat, okay? I've become the very thing I've seeked to destroy. Someone who is sick of eating soy! Bars. But at least we got hummus, that'll help a lot. Well, to my surprise, there's actually like a little bit of golden crisping on the outside of this. That makes it at least 10% better. I'll make my own damn sound effects. I don't even have to add them in anymore. Squat! Shoot! Blop. Alright, hear me out. I'm actually excited to eat this meal. Yes, it looks bland. Yes, there's nothing going on here. But I honestly like that. I'm someone who likes to make lazy meals, and I just love like having some carbs, a little bit of vegetables, and some hummus, and a protein source in pretty much all of my meals. So this is gonna be the last meal of the day, the last soy of the day. Thank goodness, honestly, at this point, I'm a soy boy. I'm just a little teeny sick of it. So the macros are gonna be on screen for this meal right now. And then that is going to be the total for the day. I think we got about 3,000 calories and 150 grams of protein. That's solid. That's a great day of eating. If you are a vegan athlete, that's something to strive for. I guess my last soy fact of the day would be to just eat it in moderation. You saw that I included soy in every single meal that I ate today. Don't do that. Like every single food out there, you should be eating it in moderation. Some foods you should be eating more than others, like fruits and vegetables and whole carbs. But no matter what the food is, you shouldn't be eating like an outrageous amount of it. So 1 or 2 servings of soy a day is healthy. Don't do as much as I did just for this video. And if you guys did enjoy this video, leave a fat old like on it. It'll help push this out to more people, and it'll break all the soy boy myths. More people need to see this video. More people need to understand that soy is good for you and good for men who are trying to build muscle. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end. Thank you for the continuous support on my channel lately. That's been absolutely insane. Let's get to 10K, baby, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
I don't wanna chill. All we ever do is pop pills. You don't wanna live. All you ever do is bullshit. All you ever do is be a bitch. You know I can never read lips. Say it with your chest, baby. Stop, take a breath. Fuck, then you on to the next. I know how I go, you a hoe. Used to get an A+, you was on an honor roll. Now you get a pay stub on a Mickey